In this video, we're going to be comparing two 4K projectors which are both priced very similarly. One is from BenQ, the other is from Optoma. Let's take a closer look. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to get my next video first. This is the Optoma UHL55. It's a pixel shifting 4K projector. In the UK at the moment it's $14.99 and in the US it's an amazing price at $12.99. Now I will leave the very latest links in the description so that you can check the latest price in your location for yourself. These will be affiliate links, and also I'll do the same for this, which is the BenQ W2700 in the UK, or in the US it's called the HT3550. And again, it's a great price at the UK at the moment, $13.90 and $14.99 in the US. But be sure to check out those links because you never know when either of these projectors will go on offer. Now, the reason for comparing these two models is that they are very evenly priced at the moment and they're both the latest designs and models that are available, and so you may be in the market for one or either of these. Now, in terms of connectivity, they are both very similar. The only major difference is that the Optoma has an Ethernet port and it will connect wirelessly as well, and I'll go on to that and show you that in just a second. In terms of its design, this is very different from Optoma. It has a lens cover, which is a manual lens cover, so you can protect the lens. It is quite boxy, but it's also very portable, and it's actually a lot smaller than what you think. It's certainly smaller in size than the BenQ, and in terms of its operation, you've got all of the main functions on the top. I think if you're comparing just portability and size, then you'd probably go with the Optoma. It is the type of machine that you can take anywhere, pop it on a shelf, and then you can work it very simply. I'm also impressed with the speakers. It delivers really good sound from the two 8-watt speakers, and its overall operation in terms of its noise level is definitely lower than the BenQ. It's certainly a nice looking projector. I don't think there's any qualms about that. And in terms of the size, as you can see, 220 by 220 by 135, it is still quite small. It used to be when you thought of projectors, you thought of black, boxy, cheap plastic delivering a big image on the screen. And the actual projector itself was really overlooked when it came to the quality of the build. But that definitely has all changed, and BenQ have definitely been one of the biggest pioneers in making the projector look good and feel good and be built of better quality materials. This is incredible. I mentioned it in the full review that it's one of the nicest projectors that we've looked at. But what's interesting is that for how great it is on the outside and the build quality, the interface when you turn it on is actually very basic, as you can see, and it only gives you the options of what you've got plugged in, which for me is fine because I've got other sources plugged in. Now compare that to the Optoma, where you get this interface, which is much more modern and much more like an Android type setup, and you can even use smart features like Amazon Alexa and also Google Assistant, and also use it as a separate Bluetooth speaker. But the interface allows you to install applications and even do things like go into the news and get the latest headlines. So this is far different to the BenQ, which doesn't allow any of this. You can even go into what is like an app store and download different things from the marketplace. So this is definitely much more intuitive. I think it's now time to look at the images that these projectors produce. Now, Optoma did give me a HD stick with some incredible 4K material, and the machine looked brilliant. Now, I would say that there are some pros and cons for both projectors. Now, on the left is the Optoma, on the right is the BenQ, and when I was looking at anything with text, definitely the Optoma was sharper. In fact, the BenQ was a little disappointing. It almost seemed blurry, and I kept on adjusting the focus, but that didn't make much difference. However, when it came to displaying the actual images, for me, there was a clear winner. The colours and the contrast was definitely better, and the black levels were definitely better on the BenQ. But have a look at this and see what you think. So overall, I was quite surprised at the difference between the two pictures, especially comparing it to the 4K source at the beginning. So I think in summary, if you've got a really good 4K source, then you'll get a great picture out of the Optoma, and you'll probably still get a better picture out of the BenQ, and I'll show you a film in just a second. But if you're looking at anything less than that, if you watch anything HD, 1080, something like that, then definitely there's only one winner. Now when we came onto a movie, we got this little shot here, and this is the Optoma, and again it's a reasonably good picture. Do apologies, it does actually look better in reality, but then so does all of the footage that I'm showing you today on both machines. But comparing that to the BenQ, there is a real difference. Now whether that's down to the dynamic iris with the BenQ, the contrast ratio, I don't know, but it just seems to handle the HDR a lot better, and if I put them side by side, you can see a big difference. Now there are three reasons why I would buy the Optoma over the BenQ, and those reasons are that certainly if you are looking for something which needs to be portable, then it's the Optoma. If you are operating this in a fairly light room, then the Optoma wins. And also if you're looking for something which has got features and applications ahead of picture and quality, then you're certainly going to win with the Optoma. But for me, if you're just going to be operating this as a movie type projector, often in a very dark room, then there is one clear winner, and that's the BenQ. So although I'm favouring the BenQ when it comes to picture quality, I think we're actually looking at two different buyers. The person that buys the Optoma will want the ability for incredible 4K footage like this, but also will probably take the projector away with them occasionally and either use it as a standalone machine with its built-in apps or as a presentation device. And that's where this machine doesn't really do that well. I think this is definitely meant to be fixed in a cinema type room or a room that can stay dark, and it only ever gets used when the lights are down, and then you'll get the most incredible 4K footage. But guys, they're both good machines. Let me know your thoughts. Which one do you favour, and which one would you like me to do a review on next? Thanks for watching this video as always, my friends, and I will see you on the next one.